So what we need to do is measure 6 inches from the end of the wire, and I like to mark the 6-inch point with a silver Sharpie. That way you know exactly where that 6-inch point is going to be. Now we take our wire and we take the ferrule. The best way to put the ferrule on is to put the closed end, not the flared end, the closed end, onto the wire and run it down so that the end of the ferrule is right where that 6-inch mark is. We then take the rest of the wire and we stick it back into the flared end of the ferrule. These 4mm wide ferrules are just barely big enough to get the wire to shove through. And you can see it coming through, but it's not easy to shove that in there. And then you want to pull the loop through, keeping that 6-inch measuring point at the closed end of the ferrule. And we want to pull this end far enough through to create a loop. And that loop should be about a ½ an inch long, maybe a little bit longer. The reason is that's what we use to connect to our antenna clips or our S-clips. Once we've pulled it through, it's at the right length, we now want to crimp the ferrule in position. You could use a ferrule crimper, you could use a coaxial connector crimper, you could even use a pair of pliers if you really have to. It's almost tight enough that you don't need to do it, but I would recommend clamping it anyways. So I'm going to show you how to clamp it with a real ferrule clamper.